Okay, we're going to be creating AWS resources. Okay, using the shell script, we're going to start creating a file. Search create, search AWS underscore create resources .sh, then go nano into it. AWS create underscore resources .sh. Okay, now we already have some files on. We're prepared for this purpose on VS Code. Okay, you can see this is for creating of resources. We're going to be following the standard scripting procedure. Okay, we'll have a bin bash the auto to this date. Now this is the condition: stop definitive fields. It means that if there are errors, the shell script procedure should stop. Okay, we have the region USC one. We have instance bucket name, I am user def, RDS ID, MySQL server. Now it means that if all these conditions are met, EC2 should be created. We already have the AMI key. Okay, and then instance type C3 micron, key name 133. Okay, if this all the conditions are met, EC2 will be created. S3 bucket, I am user, access key, as well as create RDS instance. Now, as we're now into it, we are copying this file. Okay, I'm going to paste it here. Okay, contract 1. Okay, now we're going to be executing this file. Create underscore resources .sh. Okay, where we wait for EC2 instance to be created. S3 bucket creation. I am creating. We're waiting for this procedure. Okay, as well as the RDS instance. Okay, as you can see, EC2 created, S3 bucket created, I am user created, RDB DB instance, RDS instance. Okay, now the next procedure, we're going to be creating, okay, like we all know, we have created AMI key on the EC2 instance that we used for this procedure. Okay, I will wait for you to get this the AMI key. Okay, that was used for the process. Okay, now the next is to create an AWS list. Okay, now I'm going to nano AWS underscore list underscore resources .sh. Now we're going back to this. Okay, to the file that was prepared for this purpose. And this VS Code, so list AWS resources. Meanwhile, for create resources, let's see the AWS. Okay, this is for EC2 instance. You can see there's an instance showing already. Let's say I straight up it. I will wait for it. It's going to copy. Okay, the bucket created. Okay. So we're waiting. Okay, this is my SQL server already created. Okay, you can see it's already reflected on the database platform. The next step is to list our instance. Now, on our VS Code, we already have. Okay, this is our instance. We're going to be copying this. Okay, copy it. We have nano. Then enter. Control X. Y. Okay. Now we're going to be executing bash AWS underscore list underscore resources .sh. Okay, we enter. We are listing the resources already curated. Okay, as you can see, EC2 instances is the one running currently. S3 bucket, Git dev bucket, IAM user, and then we'll have for the AWS database MySQL server. Okay, now we have met 2 criteria at the moment. And the next step is going to be deleting the resources, provision resources. Okay, and we're going to nano. We start with nano. AWS underscore list delete underscore resources .sh. Okay. Now we are going to go back to VS Code as the file for this purpose. Okay. We're going to check the instance ID, edit it with the existing instance. Okay, we're going to be editing this ID. Okay, with the prevailing one. Okay, we're going to be copying this. This is to clean up if conditions are met. Okay, copy. And rename. Okay. It works. Now we have to execute the command. Let's clean up the resources. AWS delete underscore resources .sh. Okay, I will wait for this procedure. Okay, we'll wait for this process to complete. You can see the procedure still going. Deleting. Okay, let's see AWS. Let's see what's happening there. Okay, let's refresh it. I will wait for it. You can see that this is terminated. Okay, terminated. Received. Okay, now we're going to go to S3 bucket. Okay, I will wait for it. Okay, to confirm our resources are deleted as well as cleaned up. We'll bash AWS list resources .sh. Okay, you can see that EC2 instance is terminated. S3 bucket IAM user AWS database. AWS resources is complete. Now we'll go to AWS. Let's see the outcome. It's okay, terminated. EC2 instance terminated. Let's see S3 bucket. Now we wait for this. Okay, now bucket. Let's see IAM. Users. Okay. You can see that this was successful. RDS. Okay. Now we wait for the feedback. Okay. This was also successful. Now, with 3 conditions have been met, the next process is to push to GitHub. Okay, now we're going to start by creating a repository. Okay, we're going to title it AWS create underscore list underscore delete resources underscore resources. create repository. While we wait for this, okay. Now we're going to go back to AWS CLI, okay, and then go to our terminal. New terminal. Okay. Now we're going to use bash. It's bash. Okay. Now back to okay. The first thing we're going to do is to git initialize. Okay. The next git add. Okay, the next review, the next process is git commit. What are we committing? Okay. Okay. What are we committing? Committing AWS underscore create underscore list underscore delete. Okay. And the next, okay, git commit AWS resources. Okay. And the next is git add. Okay. The next is git launch me. Okay. Okay. And then the next will be okay. And the final phase is to push. Okay, it's question form. Okay, as you can see, we've successfully pushed it. This is it. AWS create list resource system. Okay, these are files. Create AWS resources SSH. Delete AWS resources. This one AWS resources SSH. Okay. Thank you. All tasks completed, resources created, listed, as well as deleted, and then push to GitHub registry.